and this cross zooms into a close-up of Johnny, a mid close-up of Johnny, looking at the alcohol bottles, and this lasts for about 3 seconds. This then follows on to Johnny lip syncing to the lyrics "With You on My Mind." It's a mid shot and natural lighting on the beach and lasts for about 3 to 4 seconds. This then cross dissolves into a shot of Johnny in the foreground and Hannah dancing in the background, and it's almost as if she's sort of tormenting him, and again just signifies that she's always in his head and she's always there, and how they can be so close yet so far away to reality. This then crossfades into Johnny actually eating the pills to "So I Guzzled Down the Capsules," and this is a quick snippet it's about 2 seconds long, and I positioned this shot very carefully because I wanted him out of the shot, because I didn't want you to be able to see him guzzling the capsules down necessarily, because it was a bad thing to do, and I didn't want to make it that obvious what he was doing, so I made sure that his head almost goes out of the shot as if he's sort of hiding what he's doing. And that literally lasts for about 2 seconds until it crossfades into Johnny spinning around. So it matches the fact that he's just guzzled down the pills. I just wanted to spin it to make it a little bit more abstract. The music speeds up quite a bit, therefore I wanted to show this by speeding up the footage, and this lasts for about 3 seconds. And this then cross dissolves into a shot of Johnny walking towards the broken glass. So with this shot we put the camera on the floor again, and I wanted this to signify him walking across glass, saying that he's sort of indestructible really, and is quite senseless in what he's doing, which then lasts for about 3 to 4 seconds until it goes into a crossfade of Hannah looking at Johnny in the background. Again, this shot's quite repeated, although Hannah's placed differently in every one, but I may switch this round again on the Mac so that she's actually on the left rather than the right. And this then cross zooms into Johnny laying on the beach covered in the red sweets, and it's a mid shot to the lyrics "And I Climb Into the Sea." The next shot, which is cross dissolved into it, is a close up of Hannah, which has been used before in the video, but I wanted to make it recognisable because she's the more dominant one out of all of them, and again it represents that she's always there. This then cross blackouts into Johnny laying on the floor, and this is to the bit of the music where it's quite sped up, and I wanted to have Johnny in black and white, which I'm going to be doing on the Mac. It's a close up and it's to the lyrics "Today's the Day I Die." These next shots that are appearing are really quick. They're literally 1 to 2 seconds long, and they're all going to be in black and white, and they're all going to be really quick transitions as well, as it's the bit of the music that actually speeds up, which then brings me to a cross blackout to the headlights on the beach, which I, on the camera, made the focus sort of fade in and out to represent him being really disorientated. So that shot lasts actually for about 5 seconds, because I wanted to make it really clear what it was and let the viewer have a bit of a breather, because the previous shots were quite quick. The next shot is Hannah dancing in front of the lights, which represents that she's still there, she hasn't gone anywhere, and it's him almost being quite deluded of her being in front of the headlights, and that lasts for about 4 seconds. The next shot is a pan shot of the sunset to represent the life. I don't know if you can see there are 2 fishermen there, and when this experience actually happened for Lester, he told me that there were a couple of fishermen on the beach. It represents that life is still going on, even though it's not necessarily good for him at the moment, and that he's sort of lying there watching people's lives go by. The next shot, it cross dissolves into two people running towards Johnny with the lights really shining in your eyes to represent really what it was like in reality. This then cross fades into sort of a white shot, which I can't show you on the PowerPoint because it's a feature on the Mac. So this shot is to the lyrics "And I Wake Up on a Life Support," where there's two people hanging over him. It's a reverse aerial shot, and there's a bright light behind the people's heads, and they're representing the doctors helping him. And this then cross zooms into a close-up of Johnny on the hospital bed. We used artificial lighting on this to really shine on his face as if the light is still there, and it's to him lip syncing to the words "so sorry," which lasts for about 2 to 3 seconds. The next couple of shots are to reminisce what happened, how he did it, and they last for about 2 seconds with really snippy transitions between them. Hannah dancing as well to represent her still being there. And Hannah dancing is superimposed with a close-up of Johnny's face, which is the same shot as the beginning, really to again reminisce what's happened during the day, but they're only really short snippets each. And this is cross-faded with Johnny on the beach with the bottles again. The next few shots are actually going to be played backwards to show his day, basically. And they're going to last for about 5 to 6 seconds each because they're showing what happened. So it starts with him getting up from collapsing onto the beach. Again, natural lighting, mid-shot of him. And it then wipes to the right to show him walking to the beach. Again, so being played backwards. And this is to the lyrics, "Today's a day of life." So it's complementing the fact that he is alive, he is walking, and he's well at this stage. This then wipes to the right to a shot of him walking out of the house. Again, so being played backwards, wiping to the right to show him sitting on the bed, which is the start of the day, really, when he started to think about going to the beach. At this stage, the music slows down quite significantly, and it's to the lyrics, "And I'm sorry to be the guy." As you can see, Johnny has changed clothes now, so it's representing a different day, and it's in the house. And it shows Johnny lip syncing to the lyrics, and is Goodwin's principle in that it's a notion of looking. So we're looking over his shoulder at him into the mirror. And this shot actually lasts for quite a long time, as it's showing you him lip syncing but doing different actions as well. So in this, he's going to be picking up the photograph, showing him feeling really sorry for his family for what he's done. And as he's doing this, he's lip syncing along. This then cross fades into the camera zooming into the picture to show you a close up of what he was feeling sorry about. This then cross zooms into Hannah spinning to the floor. Again, you can notice that she's in a white dress, and this is to the very last line of the song, which is "But God knows I will try to." This lasts for about 3 to 4 seconds. It's going to be in slow motion, and it's a wide shot. And as you can see, she's changed costume now to represent her actually going away from his head and actually being like a sort of a nice feeling rather than a bad feeling. And this is natural lighting, but this was quite a tricky shot as the light was going down very, very quickly. So it's not as good as quality as maybe some of the rest of the shots. And this then fades to black to the very last shot, which is very dark actually. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to use it or not, which is a silhouette of Johnny. And this is literally as the music fades out, so will last for about 3 seconds.